Hi there, Rabbi. Don't blow your top. It's time for another episode in our latest series, The Ten Commandments. And what are we on now?
Don't steal, or as King James would say, thou shalt not steal.
Well, that seems pretty straightforward at first glance. Don't take stuff from other people that doesn't belong to you. But as I understand it, you have a slightly more expanded observation on the subject.
As the bard once said, therein lies the rub, is too often we think of stealing as material objects. The idea in God's infinite mind was that taking something that doesn't belong to us, it wasn't reserved just for material objects. We steal time. Many of us, where we work, we hang out at the cooler. Well, maybe it's not a cooler anymore, the coffee machine. We don't do our work. Someone's paying us by the hour to do something. We're not doing it. That's stealing. We're stealing time. Maybe it's affection from a partner, from our spouse, from somebody else. We're not returning the love they're giving us. I want us to focus on the non-material because all of us would agree it's wrong to take objects, either by force or by grifting or by stealth or by conning people. We see that all over websites now. We see that with politicians. However, let's take a moment to take a look at how we steal things that aren't material, how we're stealing love, how we're stealing time. Then we're actually cheating ourselves. You know, Joe, we don't want to waste time, particularly when you get to be 78. There's not that much time at the other end. So I don't want to waste it. I don't want to steal from my bank of time. I want to use it wisely. How am I using my time? How am I dealing with my children, my grandchildren? How do I deal with my friends? What about the next book that you and I are working on? That's my take on this. We all agree on objects, but it's the non-material that truly hurts us.
Because time is something that you get more conscious of as you grow older. And you stop saying words like, oh, there's plenty of time for that. Uh, that to me is the ultimate robbery. But this is the question I always put to you. How do we stop doing that? What is something that I can do in my personal life that says,
Right.
how do I stop stealing time, opportunity, affection, all those things that I may not be even doing consciously?
Well, let's start by those of us watching and listening. We're not robbing banks. We're not stealing cars. We're not hijacking. So we're going to put aside the material for now. And we're going to focus on our goal. I keep bringing this up over and over again. It's really very, very simple. Will my actions lead to my goals? And very often we don't want to do that analysis because we know what we're doing isn't going to lead us to our goals, but we don't want to be reminded. My goals have a relationship with my children, my grandchildren, my partner, my spouse. I don't want to acknowledge that my wasting time on TikTok hour after hour is stealing that. So I don't do that analysis. But we have to bring it around, Joe. I want to bring us back to what is your goal? And will your actions lead to your goal? That's how we're going to solve this. That's how we're going to deal with it.
Well, one thing I'm not going to dodge, Rabbi, it's your good advice. Thank you as always for offering it. And I look forward to our next conversation.
And be very careful not to fall into the trap that someone greater than myself once said, don't put off until tomorrow what you can put off until the day after tomorrow.